Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going through part 3 for how to fix your lateral pelvic tilt. And if you went through the assessments in parts 1 and 2 and found that you shouldn't do those exercises, this is the right video for you. We're going to review those assessments and go through a brand new assessment to make sure you're getting the right treatment. Lastly, we're going to go through the best shoe lifts to make sure you get out of lateral pelvic tilt and get out of your hip or your low back pain. Check it out. Just to recap, we're correcting lateral pelvic tilt, which means that one pelvis is higher than the other pelvis, which I'm demonstrating here, where my left side is higher than my right side. Now, after doing the treatments in this video, ideally what it will look like is a level pelvis. And the way that we can really tell is using the handles of butter knives into our sides, and the butter knife should rest right on top of our pelvis so we can really see if we have a difference at first. And then when we make the full corrections, you'll be able to tell that it is perfectly corrected. So we put the handles of the butter knives into our sides, we stand straight up, and then the key test to see if this is the right video for you is you're going to spread the legs apart and then see if that tilt changes at all. And if it does not, I repeat, if it does not, this is the right video for you. So now let's go to the next assessment and we're gonna find out how much difference there is between the legs. So if you got to this stage, again, you found that when you spread your legs apart standing, your pelvis was not fully level. So in which case, we're gonna measure from the hip to your ankle joint, and specifically we're going to measure this little knob right here, right? This is called the ASIS, and we want to go down to this little knob on the ankle joint called the medial malleolus, and we're going down to the farthest lowest part of that protrusion or that bony point on the ankle, and then we're taking the measurement. So here for Miriam, hair above 35. And what I recommend is you do this 3 times for each side. That means a total measurement of 6. And this one just a hair above 35. Again, hair above 35. And this one just slightly above 35. I would say her measurements are virtually identical. So in her case, assuming Miriam did have a little bit of a difference in her pelvic height using the butter knives, she would use the corrections either in video 1 or video 2. So if you do see a difference that's greater than 1/4 inch, I do want you to consider a shoe lift. Let's assume that you do have a 1/4 inch difference and you do get a shoe lift that you think covers 1/4 inch. Well, the way to really test it out to see if your pelvis is level is by wearing the shoe lift, then using the butter knife handles into your sides and seeing if it is level. The next gold standard test is to spread the legs apart, and if it is level, congratulations, you found the correct shoe lift for yourself, and it should feel also pretty comfortable and reduce symptoms, or ideally eliminate symptoms completely in your hip or your low back. Let's get into the shoe lift section. All right, so let's assume that your right side is shorter than your left side. What we're gonna do is replace this insole that came with the shoe with a new insole that you can get from any sporting goods store. And what you have to do is go to the store and try them out. Now, these insoles come with the right and left side, but we're gonna just use the right side. So we put the insole in, and you need to make sure that when you try it out at first, it's comfortable. Now, if your leg length difference is greater than 0.75, you may need custom orthotics, in which case there's a site I'm gonna put online that you can get that through, but it requires basically rebuilding of your shoe. So I find that most lifts for most leg length discrepancies are going to be handled very well by using this type of insole. Now, the reason why I like this insole better than just a dedicated shoe lift, which is about this size, is because it elevates the whole lift so it doesn't mess up your ankle mechanics below, which just a shoe lift can kind of mess with. So we want to watch out for that. So try out different shoe lifts, make sure it fits your shoe, make sure that it's comfortable. And besides this one, what you may end up using with this shoe lift, your original shoe lift back in, is going to be the dedicated lift here. So with these lifts, very simple. You keep your original shoe lift in the shoe, and we're gonna put this lift there, and you're good to go. However, when you first get this little piece of rubber, it's layered, so you may need to experiment with how much you'll really need, and you'll likely need to cut from the thinner part to the thicker part to make sure it fits the contours of your shoe. All right, so again, it just goes in like this, and you're good to go. Some people probably will use an insole and use a little bit of a lift, but again, if your leg length difference is so big, you can't use so much in your shoe, otherwise your foot won't be able to fit in the shoe. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm a certified personal trainer pursuing my physical therapy degree. I'm totally happy to help. Thanks for watching.